Hi guys, today I wanted to show you some mods I did on my Fatshark. Some basic mod on the module right there, which is the Ishin Pro 58, and I did some other mods here. Let's start with the easy mods. So this is the Ishin Pro 58, and as many other guys I've been flashing Achilles firmware on it. So it's quite easy, you have to solder some wire there and use the pins here to flash it. On top of that, what I did is that I left two wires ready to flash any further update. So I just had to remove the two caps and my two pins are ready to flash. The other mod is the OSD mod, so it's a really cool one actually. That means all the information from this screen can be seen on the Fatshark. To do that, you have to solder a couple of wires. The thing I wanted to show you is that it's really easy to use some normal size resistors, because I saw on internet guys advising to use small size resistor and saying, well, you can use full size if you don't have small size. And because I was not able to get small one, well, I just went for the big one. It's actually quite easy to fit. You have a nice spot right there and then run no wires in between the boards and around there, so it's quite easy. I've been printing another case because the one coming from Banggood is quite bad, so this one is fitting pretty well. You can find the link in the video description if you want to find the files on Thingiverse. Another thing I've been printing from Thingiverse are those light blocker, because you know when you look at your goggles sometimes you can see some light on the side there, and it's actually some light coming from here, so you can print some TPU parts here. So you just have to slide them there and you don't have any more lights disturbing you when you are flying. So now let's jump on the other side of the Fatshark. Like many other guys, I wanted to have a power switch because it's super annoying to have to plug and unplug the battery every time you want to turn off the Fatshark. So the thing is, these are brand new Hdo, and I was not keen on cutting tracks in the Fatshark or like grinding plastic or anything like this. So I just thought, well, this door is not important, I can get a spare one. So let's try to fit everything in there and don't touch the internal. So this is what I did. You just plug your regular Fatshark in this barrel plug, then turn your power on, and power is just going back to the original plug with this wire. The good point, as I said, is I'm not drilling anything in the case itself. I'm just drilling this door right there, which is pretty cheap to replace if you want to roll back. So here is the door itself. All the components are just glued or screwed on the door. So for the power switch, you just have your switch here, the hole for the cable there. So it's pretty easy, just two wires running here, soldered on the pads. And then I've been doing few other mods. The fan mod, because you know it's also annoying to have to plug and unplug the balance plug if you want to remove your battery pack. I saw on tutorials guys drilling holes on top of the case, but I don't really get why they would do that, because actually if you remove the strap, it's really easy to just slide the wires in the case. There is a hole here, so you just have to slide them, and like you don't have to drill anything in the case. What I did for the fan is I soldered the two wires on the switch. That means when I turn off the Fatsharks, the fan is turning off also, which was a bit annoying before. You know, you are not using your Fatshark, you turn them off and the fan is still running for a few minutes. And so now let's start the last part of my mods. I'm flying with audio, and the thing is, when you turn off your Fatshark and turn them on again, the volume is set again to an average level, and most of the time, because I have sensitive ears, it's way too loud for me. So I have to press the volume down button 10 or 15 times to get the correct level for me. So what I end up doing is using a jack right there, so I just made it quite low profile. So this jack is plugged in the regular audio output, and I run the cable at the bottom there, and as I did on the other side, there is a hole here, so you just have to push the wires in the hole and then slide them all the way like you would do with a LaForge module. So just run everything there, make sure you are not blocking the IPD adjustment, so this is fine. So from here you have your plug with the two wires, then I just have to plug them in the door, and what it does is one of the wire is going to a resistor right there, so I can control the volume, and another one is going to this barrel plug. This knob is an exponential one, so as you probably know, sound follows an exponential rule, so it's good to have an exponential knob. And this one is going from 0 to 10,000 ohms, so it's really good enough for what you want. And here it is, so all is packed together. If I want to fit everything back, I've been using some 2S balance plug. I could have used another plug because I'm actually using only two wires, but that's fine. So I just plug these two. Then we have a lot of space here, so I can just push one plug after the other, so you still have plenty of space. And then it's pretty easy, just prepare the door, plug the jack, and there you are. The good point is you can still fit your Fatshark in the box. What I did is I've been cutting a bit of foam there because I'm sitting the Fatshark upside down now, so I just need a slot for the fan to sit. And there we are, like the jack is not touching because it's flush with the face plate. All those components are not too big, so they still fit perfectly, and I can still close the case like before.